Happy New Year! Can you believe it's 2025 already? Man, 2024 drug and flew by at the same time, am I right? This is the time of the year when we're all thinking about how we're going to do things differently. This is my New Year's resolution. This is what I want to accomplish this year. Or maybe you've been burnt so many times that it's like, you know what? Another year is another year. Hopefully I just make it through this one. I hope that's not the case. But, I have a friend that told me just yesterday, you know, 2024 was so horrible and so awful. I'm glad it's over. And I thought, yeah, 2024 was really rough. There was a lot of stuff that went on, especially in my life. And I know all of our lives. But it was a tough year. But then I got to thinking about, have you ever seen that movie called Click? I think it's Adam Sandler. Basically, if you haven't seen it, long story short, he finds this magic remote where he can fast forward his life if he wants to. He can fast forward or pause certain moments. He can't rewind, but he can fast forward. And so he fast forwards through a lot of his life because it was the boring parts of life, right? And eventually at the end of the movie, he gets to the point where he's really successful and he's really happy. And oh man, look at all this stuff I got to accomplish, and I didn't even have to go through all the boring stuff. But then as the movie progresses, he realizes that he doesn't have a very good relationship with his kids because he missed certain things. He missed really crucial aspects in their life, in his own life. And his kids just basically tell him, look, Dad, like there was times when you just skated through life. There was times when you were really engaged and we were having a great time and you really connected, but then there was other times when you just kind of got through. You just were kind of there. And it made me realize, I was talking to my friend, that I don't want to miss any moments in my life, even if it's tough moments. 2024 was a crazy year. I'll tell you a little story. I started out in 2024 doing fairly well in my business. And then with the even more increasing inflation and all the craziness going on and the market going all over the place, my work started to drop off. My business started to really struggle. And for the first time in a really long time, we had serious financial issues. And I'm ashamed to admit that it affected my mind, and in a lot of ways it affected my heart, because I realized for the first time I was really struggling to support my family, and that was an eye-opener to me, and it made me feel helpless. It made me feel inadequate. But then I found a path through that. I went to a really dark place, but I found a way out. And I truly believe that God used some mentors and some coaches to really help pull me out of that. And that was about halfway through the year. So what I want to encourage you to think about in 2025 is, don't underestimate all of the amazing things and all of the crazy things that can happen in just one year. So make all of the New Year's resolutions. I encourage you to make all the New Year's resolutions. But at the same time, think about what that means. Think about what it feels like to really accomplish what you want to accomplish. Because so many times we make those goals, and if we're lucky, we get through the first week with the new gym membership, right? Whatever our New Year's resolution is, whether we want to get a raise or we want to lose some weight, we want to be healthier, whatever that looks like for you, a lot of times it doesn't last very long. Am I right? So what I want to ask you is, let's say it's been a full year. 2025 is done and it's January 1st, 2026. What would your life look like and how would it feel? Let's say nothing bad happened, nothing crazy happened. Let's just say you're exactly the same as you were 1 year ago, as you were in 2025, January 1st, 2025, and nothing's changed. Are you okay with that? Are you okay with not growing? Growth and our goals really start with self discovery. They start with deciding what we really, really want, what really lights us up inside. C.S. Lewis talks about how if you saw a key without a lock, it would be really weird because you wouldn't know how they went together. I think that's the same with our calling, with our dreams. When we realize what our true calling is, our true dreams are, and that key fits into the lock of our dreams, that's when everything starts to make sense. So it really starts with discovering what you really want. This year, I guarantee you, is going to throw some hurdles your way. There's going to be some obstacles to overcome. And the obstacles that we find in our lives, we have to find a way to push past those, because the next level and that fulfillment and the success and everything that we want in life is on the other side of that obstacle. It's every single time. Every single time that I've gotten uncomfortable in my life, not miserable, but uncomfortable, something that is, I know I need to do, but I haven't done it, and I force myself to do it anyway, every single time without fail, there's an amazing reward on the other side. Every single time. I guarantee it. When you force yourself to do things that you're not comfortable with and you push yourself past, your next level is on the other side of that every single time. And once you start to overcome those obstacles, you'll get some confidence and you'll realize, okay, I can do this. But then that's when the temptation to be fake comes in. And it happens to all of us. But you realize, I'm really starting to make this. And you start putting the filters on your camera, and you start making stuff up. Like I said, we all do it. That's where being really aligned with who you really are, the authentic alignment with who your creator made you to be, is so important, because then you're connecting with your actual calling, with who you are. People can tell when you're being fake. People can tell when you're putting it on, when you're trying to make something up. They know. They'll know, believe me. So be you in 2025. And it all ties together with the ability to have resilience and growth. Because you can have growth. You can say, well, I've grown. But true growth comes from resilience. True growth comes from the fact that when you fall down, you can pick yourself back up. That's where the true growth comes from. And I don't know, I know some of you know of my model, but it comes down to that, my SOAR framework, the self-discovery, S, overcoming obstacles, O, authentic alignment, A, and resilient growth. That is how you're going to accomplish your goals this year. Again, if it was a year from now and nothing has changed, would you be okay with that? I can't remember the quote. I think it was Jim Rohn, but I don't know for sure. He said, if nothing changes, nothing's going to change. Sounds so obvious, but it's so true. If you want things to change in your life, you're going to have to be able to embrace change. And it starts with your mind and your heart. I hope this is an amazing 2025. I know if we really put our minds to it and we connect our heart and our soul to that framework of SOAR, I know we can accomplish anything. I know 2025 is going to be your most amazing year ever. I'm Joe. Thank you guys for watching. If you're interested or you want to learn more, go to mentorsofminds.com. I also have a free resource in the description below. You can also book a free consultation call with me just to see what we're about and to see how we can help you get from where you are to where you want to be. If you're a real estate professional that wants to get to that next level, or maybe you feel stuck, maybe you have the goals, but you don't know how to get there, let's jump on a call. Let's talk about where you're at and where you want to be. It's not a high pressure. I'm not going to try and sell you. My heart is really to help, especially realtors, get from where you are to that next level where you actually want to go, and how to connect all those pieces together. Thank you for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe. Happy New Year. 2025 is going to be amazing. And I would love for you to share any goals or anything that you really want to accomplish in 2025. Share those in the comments below. Maybe it's something you accomplished in 2024. Maybe it's something you really want to accomplish in 2025. Share them in the comments below. I would love to hear about it. Keep growing and empowering those around you, one mind at a time. Happy 2025. Until next time.